Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NBA on Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, over-unders here for you today. We're going to have 3 picks that I think are great value bets for the Thursday NBA slate. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers. You guys' support at the channel, as always, has been really awesome and a big blessing to me. So I just want to say I appreciate all of you. Be sure to check out our community Discord page as well. It's a great place to connect with our community. We'll have a link in the comment section and in the description where you can check that out. It's a great place to connect with us and also to get new ideas for bets. Also, be sure to drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick and include your pick in the video if it hits. And I will have to be following that pretty closely here. So you got to make sure you have a star or an asterisk next to the pick, or I can't include it in the video. It's getting a lot to track everything that's in the comments, so that lets me know that you actually want it in the section. So make sure you do that. Okay, now without further ado, we did get the Seth Curry jersey in, guys. Official ambassador here at the channel. He's made us a ton of money. Now, of course, I bought this when he was still on the 76ers. Then he got traded. But, you know, that's fine with me. I still love the jersey. We got the Seth Curry jersey. We're rocking it here today. Really pumped to get back after it today. We were off yesterday because I was at a concert. Had a lot of fun. Ready to refuel, though, and get back after it today to get this 3-0. Quick shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So you'll notice this beautiful list here running beside us of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. Shout out also to our newest Straight Fire MVP, Jazz. Thank you, Jazz, for becoming a member. Appreciate that. If you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a link down below in the comment section and in the description. And we also have the join button down below, which should work. Works best on desktops. Sometimes with phones, it's a little bit finicky, but what can you do? Okay, now results from the previous episode. So for our comment cappers, we had got to get the bag calling the Marcus Smart over 17.5 points plus assists. Cash that. We had Andrew Melendez calling the Sadiq Bey over 16.5 points. We had Cree Money McDavid calling the McDavid goal scorer with the Hawks Celtics under 227.5 points parlay. Was able to cash that as well, so very nice there. And then we have Ray calling the Scotty Barnes double-double plus 400. I saw this in the chat. And I thought of it, and it's like I really wanted to put it in, and where I was located, they wouldn't let me do it. So that did cash, though. Plus 400 odds. Very good hit there. Then we had Jay Seaton calling the Sadiq Bey over 25.5 PRAs. Cash that as well. So very good call-outs there from our comment cappers. As far as our stream results go, we went 1 and 2. We were able to cash one of our plus money plays there on Marcus Smart over 9.5 rebounds plus assist. And we missed on the Luka Doncic over 9.5 assists, and we missed on the under there in the Pistons-Wizards game. That game was really sad to me because there was 76 points that were scored in the second quarter. And I was like, come on. Like, you could have allowed 65 in the second quarter and still cash the under, but of course, it didn't work out. What can you do? We're going to get after it today, though, guys. We're going to get this 3-0. We're probably going to have an additional play in the comments as well today. I'm targeting that the Bulls-Hawks game. Didn't have all the lines out for that, but I think there's definitely going to be some plays I like in that game. So, if you don't follow us on Twitter, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter as well. I'll have it posted on Twitter, the pinned comment section here on YouTube, and also on our Discord. But let's get after it today, guys. Let's get this 3-0. Getting right into our picks. And number 1, we are going with the Detroit Pistons plus 8.5 spread here versus the Toronto Raptors at minus 110 odds. So quick shout out to Zach Green from our Discord who pointed us in the direction of this bet. I woke up this morning, had a message from Zach. And he said, Steve, take a look at those Pistons plus 8.5. Looking really good tomorrow. So took a look at it. One of the first things I looked at, and I checked a lot of the boxes here this morning, guys. The Pistons have won the last 5 meetings here with the Toronto Raptors, going 5-0 straight up last 5. So that's obviously very good. And we're getting plus 8.5 here. This is a very big spread. And here recently, the Pistons have actually been really solid. The Pistons, lately have won 3 of the last 5. They're 4-0-1 against the spread in the last 5. And they're taking on a Raptors team that's honestly struggled here a bit out of the All-Star break. I mean, they're 2-5 in the last 7 against the spread. They're 1-3 in the last 4 against the spread. Right out of the All-Star break, they lost by 32 and by 27 to the Hawks and the Hornets. So, obviously, that's not great. Then they beat the Nets by 36, a depleted Nets team. And then that same depleted Nets team, they only beat by 1 the next game. So, really the Raptors really have not looked great. They have some injury concerns as well, with Fred VanVleet and Anunoby both listed as questionable for this game as well here for the Raptors. Now, Pistons also have Bagley listed as doubtful for this game, so he's unlikely to play. But that still doesn't really concern me all that much. Outside of that, the Pistons fairly healthy here coming in. Jeremy Grant is back. Olynyk's back. And really, that's the thing here with the Pistons. Since those guys have come back, they've looked a lot better. Like I said, very good against the spread here in the last 5 games. And the last 5, obviously, versus Toronto as well. Now, by the numbers, this comes out to be about a pick'em. So the Raptors are scoring 107.6 points per game last 5. Pistons scoring 112.4 points per game last 5. Raptors allowing 109.6 points per game last 5. Pistons allowing 113.8 points per game last 5. Now, if you average out all these factors, the Pistons actually have a slight edge here. So that's why I say it's about a pick'em here. So that's why I'm actually going to sprinkle this money line as well. The spread is the big play, and then you can also sprinkle the money line here. Definitely worth a look there. About plus 300 odds on the money line. So I really love the factors going into this, guys. I've really loved the way the Pistons have looked lately. There's a lot of positive things going on in Detroit with their young core, Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant coming back healthy. Isaiah Stewart's been playing really good lately. His player prop lines have been pretty hot, as well as rebound lines and even his point lines. He's been playing better. So they're really getting a lot of good production. Their starters are playing great. Building a little bit of depth now with Olenek coming back, so that's obviously very good. So, really think the Pistons have the upper hand here, particularly against the spread, but also I could see them straight up winning this game. So, love it there for our number 1 pick. Detroit Pistons plus 8.5 spread here versus the Toronto Raptors at minus 110 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we are going with Desmond Bane under 17.5 points here at minus 108 odds. So Bane has gone under this mark in 4 of his last 5 games, including 5 out of his last 7 games on the road as well. So, Bane has certainly had his struggles here, particularly in the month of February. He shot 34.3% from the field in the month of February. That is not very good, obviously. You want that number to at least to be above 42 or 43% at the minimum. So he definitely struggled in the month of February, and it's not like he's going to draw a better matchup here with the Boston Celtics. This is not a great matchup for him at all. Celtics allow the 3rd fewest points to shooting guards, the 9th fewest 3-pointers to shooting guards as well, which is significant because Bane obviously loves to shoot the 3. That's a very big part of his game, and obviously the Celtics overall defensively are just very, very good. They're tough to score on anywhere. Really taking unders versus the Celtics a lot of times is the way to go. Celtics are 2nd in the NBA in defensive efficiency. They're 3rd in the NBA in defensive efficiency at home, which is obviously very solid. They allow the 4th fewest points per game at home, the 3rd fewest overall. So they have just been a great defensive team this season. And I think Bane is just going to have tough sledding here. If there's anywhere on the floor, obviously, where the Grizzlies are going to score, it's going to be Ja Morant. And the points are really going to have to come from Ja. I don't see Desmond Bane going off in this game. He's also 2-0 to the under in his career versus the Celtics with logs of 13 and 16. But obviously, here at home, I love the matchup. I love the fact that the Celtics are at home. Even though you'll see that Desmond Bane actually scores 5 more points per game on the road. He actually averages about 20 points per game on the road for the season. Recently, he hasn't been so good on the road. So that's really what I'm focused in on here. And recently, he's just struggled a lot. And the matchup here is just too good to pass up here with the Celtics, obviously. So definitely see Bane going under here. I think he's going to have a really tough day at the office. If you wanted to bet an over, Ja Morant's line was 30.5. I might look there, but even any point lines versus the Celtics, I'm just very nervous to take the over. So I do love it there, guys. So for number 2 pick, Desmond Bane under 17.5 points here for the Memphis Grizzlies at minus 108 odds. Okay, and finally at number 3, we are going with Keldon Johnson over 25.5 PRAs here for the San Antonio Spurs at minus 106 odds. So Johnson is 8 out of his last 12 to this line. He's 3 out of his last 4 to this line at home as well, so it's very solid. And Johnson obviously has come more into focus here for the Spurs with Derek White leaving. It shows up obviously in his usage rate as well. So if you go back to the numbers here, back in January, Keldon Johnson had an 18% usage rate, which was 150th in the NBA, just to give you a perspective on that. In February, his usage rate moved up to 22%, which is actually 75th in the NBA. So that's a huge jump as far as usage rate from month to month, and I expect that obviously to continue here. Johnson's been very good lately, not only scoring the ball, but obviously rebounding as well. He's been very solid, so we love to see that usage rate going up. And this is a great matchup here for him with the Sacramento Kings. The Kings allow the 3rd most points in the NBA to power forwards, the 11th most assists. Now, they do allow the 8th fewest rebounds, but Johnson didn't have any problem rebounding versus this team. Earlier in the season, he put up rebound logs of 11 and 12 in 2 games versus the Kings this year, so that's obviously very solid. And in those 2 games, he had 28 PRAs and 24 PRAs. And like I said, that was before, his usage rate was really high. Where it is at now. So obviously expecting more opportunities here for him today. He's coming more, like I said, he's coming more into focus here for the Spurs. They need him to step up more. Obviously, with no Derek White there, definitely ups his usage here. So he's had, to give you an idea also, he's had point logs of 32, 22, 26, and 28 here in the month of February. I mean, those are all touching his season highs. Obviously, 32 was a season high for him in points, and also 28 was the next highest. So he's been very, very solid. He's been scoring the basketball. Like I said, he's been rebounding as well. His minutes have gone up. He's got 33.4 minutes per game in the month of February as well, which is also a season high. We love to see that. We also got the Kings here. The Sacramento Kings here are also on a back-to-back. So, expecting that defense also to be a little bit tired, those legs to be tired. I still don't see the Spurs running away with really any game they play. It's hard for me to imagine that. They could, I guess, but I still could see Keldon Johnson getting there, and even in the 3rd quarter. I think he's going to cash this line fairly easily. I'm predicting above 30 PRAs here for Johnson. Like I said, with the usage rate, the matchup, the recent trend, even the fact that, looking at his numbers versus the Kings, him just having 11 and 12 rebounds in those games, even though he didn't score quite as much, was still significant to me, because I think he'll score more, obviously, because they're going to have to rely on him more. So I do love it there, guys. For our number 3 pick, Keldon Johnson, over 25.5 PRAs here for the San Antonio Spurs at -106 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. Can't wait to get there with you guys. We're going to do a parlay giveaway once we get to 4,000 subscribers. We've been really hot here at the channel, guys. Despite a 1 and 2 episode, we're still 61, 31, and 1 in our last 93 NBA picks. So we've still been very solid here at the channel. We want to keep that going. Keep the winning momentum going. Just 1 and 2 last episodes, so obviously we want to turn that around and get this 3-0. We need a 3-0 sweep, guys. We do. And then, like I said, we'll also have an added play likely later. We'll post that in the comment section in our YouTube and our Discord and in our Twitter. Not 100%. I don't want to guarantee anything, but we're likely to have that play. Just make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. It's the best place probably to see that if you want to get updated immediately on that. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Appreciate y'all here at the channel. Check out our Straight Fire MVP program if you're interested in doing that. It's a great way to support the stream. We'll have a link down below in the comment section in the description. There's a join button down below, so be sure to check that out. And you can also get some cool merch if you guys are interested in that at straightfirepicks.com. I added a bunch of new stuff on there. Coffee mugs, face masks, hoodies, shirts, you name it. So we got a bunch of stuff up there on the website as well. So other than that, it's going to do it for me. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Good luck on your bets. Let's cash out today. Until we see you next time, peace out.